Hi friends, I just kind of want to make an update, because I haven't made any YouTube videos in a while, even though I plan on doing a lot. My brain is a mess, and my life is kind of a mess, but it's not that bad. Like, the old videos from last year that I posted, I was definitely messier. But yeah, so, I got diagnosed with autism a little over a year ago. Went kind of cuckoo. I had all these plans for all these things I was going to do, and basically getting that diagnosis made me reevaluate my entire life, which, as some of you guys know, my life has been an absolute shit show. Like, I lost my dad and my best friend, and all these people died, and like, I had to move out of my own hometown, and all this craziness that I was like thinking last year when I got my diagnosis. Like, I have finally worked through that. I've done a lot of shadow work, done a lot of self-reflection, and like writing letters to dead people and live people and burning them, and just I was in a good place, right? And then I got that diagnosis, and having to go through that and reevaluate everything without having my parents to talk to about it, or really anybody. I mean, I don't know. It put me into like a 4-month really bad depression. Then on top of seasonal depression. So, and when I first got the diagnosis, I thought like immediately, because at least more so at the time, I was sharing my whole life with TikTok and the internet or whatever. I thought, well, great, now I have autism, so that's going to be my identity, right? Because it's something that has affected my whole life. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to make videos about that, and I want to talk about that, my experiences, and da-da-da-da. And it turned out, after getting through my depression, I did that for a little while, but that's not really what I want to do. Like, that's not where my heart's at. And it's not to say that I won't talk about my autistic experience. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but it's kind of this realization and settling into the fact that, yeah, I do have autism, but I've lived with, like, I'm still me. Like, and that, even though it's been something that has been a part of my whole life, like, that has not been something that has defined me ever, until I got that diagnosis. Well, I don't feel like it defines me, and I don't have a lot to say about it. Like, sometimes I do. I'll be like, oh, that's an autistic thing of me to do, or whatever, but I don't feel the need to make that my whole identity. And just like everything else about me, sometimes I'm going to talk about it, sometimes I'm not going to talk about it. But I have a hard time if I put too much pressure on myself, which is like with this YouTube video thing and my podcast, which now I have my podcast if anyone wants to listen to that. It's on my link tree. But like, I had all these things I told you guys I was going to do. Like, I'm going to do the YouTube, and I was going to do the podcast, and blah, blah, blah. And then I got the diagnosis. But also, like, I made that like a requirement for myself, and I don't want that to be a requirement for myself. Anything that I like make it like a demand, then I don't want to do it. So I'm going to do the things I want to do when I want to do them. I need to document my life more, which is fine. But other things I'm not. Like, I used to share everything online, and I've made a decision this year that, like, not everything needs to be blasted out there. Plans don't need to be blasted out there. Like, if I do it, you'll see it when I do it. Kind of a deal. And yeah, I think that's important. I've got people out there that do not like me and do not want to see me succeed. So not only my own bullshit with it, once it's a demand, I don't want to do it, but I don't want people putting the evil eye on my plans and my shit, you know? I don't want anybody else's bad cootie energy in my plans for my life. I'm not having it with that. So, some things I won't share until it's like, yeah, this is solidified. Yeah, because lots of reasons. Anyway, this year's been kind of crazy. Right now I have 141 days, I believe, sober. I've quit drinking, finally. That's another thing I've been going through, like, an alcoholic. And I've been trying to get sober for a really long time. And I'm finally sober. But my brain and my body are not doing what I wanted them to do when I got sober, I guess. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I'm sorry, I don't know where to look at this camera with it sideways. Like, anyway, yeah, I'm sober now, which is crazy. It's good. I've been dealing with stuff with my health, which sucks. But I've lost 50 pounds since October, which is great. I'm going to keep losing. I'm taking Victoza. It's like a weight loss drug. I'm medicated properly. I got my Adderall. And what else am I on? Levothyroxine for my thyroid. That thyroid shit will fuck you up. I was so sick when I first got diagnosed with thyroid disorder. Like, so sick. What else is going on with me? I had to quit doing DoorDash because they kicked me off for some dumb reason. Sorry, someone special just texted me. Anyhow, what was I talking about? Get distracted. I don't do DoorDash. I started working for this cigarette head shop place and got fired. I've never been fired from a job, which is stupid. I get fired. I was actually looking for another job, so I thought, like, oh, whatever. But I still haven't found another job. It's been like months now since I lost that job in November. It's February. I got a Section 8 voucher and I lost it because I started working for that fucking place that fired me. Yeah, I was late one time, that's why they fired me, by the way. But also, I was supposedly supposed to be making more money than I was allowed to with Section 8 when I started that job, so I lost my voucher before I was able to use it, so we still live in a moldy house. I'm back on the list for Section 8. I can't tell you how stupid it is to have to, like, oh, I guess, like, you live on the edge of poverty. And I know a lot of people know what I'm talking about. Like, you get to the point where it's like, well, if I make $1 too much, then I lose all my benefits from the state. If I lose my benefits from the state and only make $1 more, like, I am, like, and it's the same thing with, like, Section 8. Like, I don't get child support. I don't get any help. Okay, right now, you know what I'm living on? $500 a month that the state gives me that goes to my bills. And then I still have to ask them, like, hey, help me figure out how to pay my rent. Like, Community in Action paid my rent the last 2 months. I don't know what I'm going to do next month. I don't. But it's fine. Whatever, right? Like, I don't know. We live in this moldy house. Might as well live in our car. Probably be healthier. But if I make too much money, then I lose my Section 8. But if I don't get on Section 8, we're going to have to live here forever. Like, or else be homeless. And I don't know. Isn't this stupid? It's so stupid. It's such a crapshoot. But I plan on, I want to talk a lot about addiction and stuff, I think, more than anything. And I plan on talking about that. I've got all these slides and all these videos I have planned to make, but I just haven't made them yet. I've got all the plans. I'm going to work on that today, hopefully. So I can start actually posting on TikTok. I've been doing a true crime kind of binge thing where I'm making videos for another channel on YouTube that I made. It's called Come Back with a Warrant. It only has one video on it right now, so whatever. But it's something that I've been doing with TikTok, and it's something that's popular and something that I like. Like, there's not very many things that I am interested in that I don't eventually, like, just lose interest in, like, all of a sudden. But I don't lose interest in true crime, so my hair is crazy. But And look at my wall. So I made, there's my camera that's not plugged in. I made all those flowers. Aren't they pretty? Oh, let's see if I can plug my, let's see here. Try to make this wall all cute. Oh, excuse me. I'm so ladylike, I swear to God. It's fine. Oh, look. Oh my God. Don't quit, and what's the other one say? Rise and grind. Try to remind myself, keep going. I got my boot. I found that little baby boot in the dumpster, and then I found that plant, that's fake plant sticking out of it for like 50 cents at the Dollar Gen. I love the Dollar General. So I made it, put it together. It's super cute. It makes me super happy. I've got these plates. This one, Missouri, and then the other one up there. Those were the Missouri ones from my grandpa. They lived in St. Louis, and they lived right across the street from the Anheuser-Busch horses. My grandma was a beautiful, God, she was such a good artist, so she would paint us all these pictures and send them to us when we were little, of the horses, because they were right across, the Budweiser horses, they were right across the street from her. But they sent me that Missouri one. The other one's California. That was from my mom. That was on my wall when I was a baby. We got, let's see, I got my good old Padre right there. I bought this right after Debbie died because she absolutely loved dragonflies. Yeah. These bouquets. I was going to make money on Valentine's. Didn't make any money. And some people were like, oh, you should go out and sell your flowers at the corner. But, like, I live in a really small town. Like, I don't know. It feels really embarrassing, even though no one knows me here, but enough people do. But, yeah. Oh, and I had 2 other pictures up, but I took them down for some reason. I was going to take a picture of them and send them to someone. I'm a big dork. But, so I also started, it's not OnlyFans, it's called Mini Vids. And it's a naughty, spicy page. So if anyone's interested in that. I just don't know how else to make money. Like, I'm just gonna be broke forever. My kids are gonna be miserable. Like, raising teenagers and being this broke fucking sucks. Like, raising kids at all. But, like, I can't give them the things that they want. You know? Like, I don't know. And they're buttholes. My kids are such buttholes. I love them so much, but, like, they ain't got no dad. Grandpas are gone. Like, it's just them and me, and they just run over me like I'm a fucking, I don't even know. And I don't know. It does help that I'm not drinking anymore, though, because I can kind of deal with it better. I don't just scream at them. Even though they scream at me, holy shit. I don't like it. I have PTSD, and the yelling, like, part of why I think they get away with so much is just because I'm like, I can't. I cannot sit and yell at somebody for about 5 seconds, and it disrupts my nervous system. Like, really bad. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, but, yeah, they're 13, or no, 14. She just turned 14. And he's 11. I don't know. We're on top of each other in this stupid house. Hopefully we won't be soon. I don't know. I want to get out of here. I want to leave state. I'm going to move away. I'm going to move to, like, Colorado or something. Something. Get the f out of here. I don't like Oregon that much. Like, it would be okay if I could find some place out in the boonies. Actually, I'd rather live out in the boonies than really just anywhere. I don't like being around people. I don't like other people's energy. Like, I don't like living so close to someone that, like, I hear the neighbor out here all hours of the night banging shit around and yelling at his wife. And, like, I don't want that energy around me. I don't know. My room's a mess. Anyway, I love you guys. I just wanted to do a little check-in, and we will meet again soon.